All right, so we pulled out all the information of the data files, control files, online data log files, and we created this copy commands to basically copy those files to this location, whatever we where we want to take a backup. I'm just trying to put in multiple directories because the name of this data file system, every database, like I said, PDB is a database in a database, so every database will have that one. And it, if I put everything in one location, then it's going to mess up all the files. Okay, so um, I'm taking a backup of all of this, just running it at once. I have shut down the database and now taking the backups. This is basically copying the data files from the actual location to our backup location. So one after one it's going to do. I pasted everything, just that once it finished the first one, it is going to start the second one. Okay, so it copied everything. Let's see. So this one has everything: pdb seed, s3 files, oracle pdb has this files. All right, so we have the backups now. Now let's go and start the database back. So we were asked by the application team to take a cold backup. So we took a cold backup, we shut down the database, we took a cold backup, and we are starting up the database now. Now we will try to reproduce a scenario where somebody from the application team, they tried to do a wrong insert on the table. Okay, Okay, database open, but in PDB we have to open the PDB also. So we can show PDBs, and here you see it will be always mounted, so you have to open the PDB. Alter session set container equal to okay, alter database. So PDB also open now. When I do list, sorry, show PDBs, here it is read write mode. Okay, now we will try to do that insert again. I'll have to reconnect here. So your connection, right, once your database stops and starts again, your connection will go off, even though this might show like it is there. But basically when you do select name from database or something like this, it will say end of file on communication channel. Basically the session which was established for this connection was terminated when the database shut down. Okay, we are doing the connection again, and we are going to insert another row which is technically a mistake, which should not have been done, and they did it by mistake. Okay, now there was a developer called as Dave, lived in Florida, and this is XYZ. Okay, he is not an employee, but still he was a contractor. By mistake he inserted this row in this table. Okay, so he made himself employee. And I do selects set pages 1000 lines 1000, select star from employees. So there are 2 employees in this company right now. Okay, but employee ID is same. Okay, so it's kind of a mistake over here. So there cannot be 2 employees with the same employee ID. So there was a mistake over there, and now the application team realizes this one, that it was a mistake, and they come to the DB and say, can you roll back this change? Now we don't have Arman backup, or we don't have flashback enabled, which can be used, which can be used to easily roll back the change. Since we don't have all this, we know that the application team had asked us to take a cold backup today morning, and we have that backup. So we asked the application team, can we roll back to that backup? They say yes, you can roll back to that backup. Now it is our work to roll back this change which was done. Okay, so here select star from employees giving 2 entries. So we will see that after rollback it will give only 1 entry. Okay, so again to roll back again, we have to shut down the database again, because we are just going to replace those backup files which we took. Nothing happens in on the fly for this databases. Okay, so while it's shutting down, I'll just explain you what exactly we have to do now. Now we use this command to copy all the data files. So this is our actual location of the data files, and we put it in the backup location. Now we have to do the other way. We have to basically take the files from the backup location and put it into the actual location, right? So just do a copy for all those files. Now we are going to copy this data files for database, data files for PDB seed, data files for this other PDB, and control files, redo files, everything. We are going to copy everything. Now you can ask me a question like, there is only one entry in a table which is kind of messed up. Why do we want to put everything back? Because we are using a cold backup. With a cold backup, if you just say, for example, that entry of the table is in this data file. Okay, consider this is in this data file. So if you just replace this data file from the backup, what happens is the data file SCN of this data file might be at 100, and your other data files might be at 200. So that will not mismatch, that will not match. Even control file b will be held at 200. Only one data file which you replaced, it will be at 100. Now when you try to start the database, it will say that Dave01 data file is still at 100 SCN. Give me the archive log to apply all the changes until 200. Database will ask. Without satisfying this condition, it will not let you start the database. So that is why when you are doing a cold backup, you have to kind of copy everything back. Okay, so now my database is shut down, so I'm now trying to restore all this backups which I took back to the same location. So let me try to do one and see if that gives any issues. If no issues, I'll do the remaining. Okay, it did not complain about any errors. Now let's just check the timestamp of this data files. So we copied system01.dbf, right? Not here. We go here. We go to the location where we copied and just try to see if the timestamp, you see here, this is what we copied. Okay, and these are the old ones which we have, 927, which is now copied. So the time of this file changes, but the files are like frozen. Only database can change those files, so files will be same. So I'll go back to the backup. I don't need to go back to backup location actually. So I will try to run the remaining things. I'll just copy paste, that way it will do it by itself. This is kind of a lengthy process because it's a cold backup. I want to show you the demerits over here. That way you'll understand the merits of using the other one, the automated backups like RMAN, data pump, etc. All right, so we copied everything. Now if we check this timestamp, these are the times. Right now time is 9:33, so that is the latest file which was copied. Now I just go and start the database. So we had taken the backup when there was only one entry in the table. After that, there was some, by mistake, they entered another entry. Now we are rolling back to the backup when we had only one entry, and our validation would be to check if that table has how many entries. Okay, we have to open the PDB also. Always to connect to a particular PDB, you have to do this alter session set container. So these are basically containers, like database open. So if you are able to open the database, then it's kind of a confirmation that you did not mess up while copying those data files. All you need to be careful is while creating this copy statement. What I did is I did this copy statements here, and I just copy pasted here, and I removed this one from starting and put it at the end. That way I don't do mistakes while typing, copying and typing. So it will be as it is. Okay, now I have to exit and connect again. Let's see, moment of truth. So it has only one row as it was during the backup. The table is now at the same state as it was when we had backed it up. So that faulty entry, we have got rid of it. Okay, so that is how we recover with cold backup. Similarly, for hot backup also same thing. You just have to copy those files, and then while opening it will ask for recovery. Then you just make sure you recover, do the recovery. I'll try to come up with a scenario for the hot backup also, and that way you'll have something to try. I will send you these steps which I did today uh, in the similar fashion as it has to be done. Please try it on a on your database, and see if that works. If you mess up something, do not worry. We can fix the database. This is our playground. We can do whatever we want. Do mistakes here.